how you were talking about how like whenever you like grow up or you go to college and you like start realizing there's other people in the world. It reminded me of how I had a friend in high school, and she kind of realized it like during high school. So like people go through that religious or falling out of religion phase like at different times, and it happened to me really late actually. But for her, she was saying like, oh yeah, like how do you know that these people in India, how do you know that they're not
right? Yeah.
And given that I've like fallen into philosophy quite a bit, like that's the beginnings of the rabbit hole of falling out of religion. But I was also thinking about how whenever we're younger, I took a developmental psychology class because I was doing music ed at UCO. And so whenever you're a teenager, your brain is still very egocentric.
You think a lot about yourself.
And so whenever, like, if something is happening to you, it's like the end of the world.
Definitely, and I still like, man, like that's the worst, because that's the worst time as a kid, like especially like that middle school time, like the awkward, like you're going through puberty, like the acne thing, like man, like you don't look attractive, no one looks good, like I mean and that's when kids are mean too, because it's like you have the popular kids that all jerks to everybody, and
but they're also
but also they have nothing to talk about either. Like they're just like, we're just the best looking of the shitty ones. Like I mean, it's pretty much what it is.
And they're also dealing with their own shit or whatever.
But like everything that happens, you feel like you're under a microscope. It's like like if something, and it's nothing bad. Like say like like you were walking through. I'm trying to think of something awkward that happened in middle school that like that kids being kids were dicks about and laugh. I'm trying to remember what something bad happened in school, like I think a kid like he like wet his pants or something like that. And he didn't mean to, like he was like raised, which was ridiculous. Like he was like, I think he was like raising his hand to go to the bathroom and he didn't, and like the teacher didn't see it or something like that. And I just heard about this, like it wasn't in my class, but like everyone called that kid like pee pants or something like that. Like it's like, hey man, like that's not even like, like
that'll fuck someone up.
Oh
too.
Yeah, like
because I mean. Another thing in developmental psychology, not from that class, but just from a documentary that I watched, there's like two things whenever you're growing up as a kid that can sort of cause like mental disorders. And it's either something happens that shouldn't happen or something that should happen doesn't happen.
Some trauma.
Yeah. And so it's like, one is like a trauma like that, and while that might be like a small thing for someone, it's like, oh, I peed my pants in class and everyone laughed about it. But like whenever you're at that state in your life and you're so like egocentric, it is the end of the world. As you know it. And so that can fuck someone up. And then on the other hand, it's like something doesn't happen that should happen, and so it's like, oh, like your dad wasn't available ever, and so it's like, oh, you just have this father figure that was always absent and you just don't know what to do with that, and so it's like something that doesn't happen that should have happened. And so like growing up and dealing with like religion too, Freud has this thing with like, we look for, and Freud is very wrong at different times. But like his reasoning for why people seek out religion is because we're constantly looking for like a father figure.
I mean, he's not wrong, I guess. I don't know. Like who's to say he's wrong about that? I mean, I can kind of see his logic in that. Like.
But then, so whenever I had my falling out with religion, I was probably like more immersed in it because like I was raised Catholic for one, and so I mean every denomination has like its own like inner culture thing going,
which doesn't make sense either to me, but whatever.
Right. But like my girlfriend become Catholic too, and like all that sort of stuff, and so we were like in it, and our best friends, they weren't Catholic either, but we were all like Christians and stuff. And like I think for a while I was kind of like you were saying, you were like seeing the holes in the thing, and I was like, oh, there's that. And I would just like keep it to myself. I wouldn't like talk to anyone about it. And then I forget. No. Well, the straw that broke the camel's back. I was listening to Catch-22, which is it's set in World War II. It's fiction, but the story about like they were on a bomb run in a plane, and like their plane got hit, and the plane didn't crash, but like a guy in there like got like really badly wounded. And I was like in the shower while listening to the audiobook, and I was like, there's no Satan. It's just us. Right. We're fucking shit up.
Right, yeah. No,
and so from that point, like every time I would go to church, I would just like poke every single hole.
No, I heard something like that the other day. I forgot what pod. I think it was off the Bodega Boys. They were talking about the Bodega Boys podcast. I think that's what it was. But they were talking about how okay, so like the idea about like Satan, like he was an angel, and then he was like, all right, I'm out of here because he he was tired of like he wanted to be God, and God's like, no, I'll kick you out, and he's like, fine, I'll just take all my all these the angels that were with me, and he kicked him down to earth, like so the story goes. But like then he was like, so Satan wanted to do that, so God kicked him out, and so he went and created hell, so people who don't believe in God go to Satan. He's like, that doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
Like he was like trying to he's like why would God send him to Satan when he didn't like him? Like he was like trying. I was like, damn, I've never even thought about that. Yeah, like that makes so much wow.
There's a lot more because and this is the thing that like the more that you put any sort of logical reasoning into these dogmatic types of things, it's like, all right, so Satan is hell Satan's place? Is hell the
because if it's hell Satan's place, I mean, is it really that bad? Like, I mean, is it really as bad as is it really a lake of fire? Like, is it like what if he's like, nah, man, we coming down here and we should play metal music? Like, I don't like, I don't know, like
yeah, and there's this thing with I mean, I'm like full on atheist, but like there's this thing with atheists that like tend to embrace the idea of Satan. And I like the idea of Satan, one, because it's scary to people. So it's like,
but like Satan, like the thing is, like, I don't even think Satan's supposed to be scary. Like, why is he like always red with horns? Like, why do we always depict him like that? Like, supposedly, like, if he was an angel, then damn, that was a good-looking motherfucker.
Right? Yeah.
Like.
Or his like,
or maybe he looks like Ted Bundy, like maybe.
Yeah.
Or Hitler. No, Hitler wasn't that good looking of a guy. I'm thinking of like evil people. Like Ted Bundy was a good looking person.
Right. I was trying to think of like other evil people, but like Charles Manson came around, like, oh God, no,
he's not very good looking either. Didn't he die recently? Right? Didn't he die in prison recently? Yeah. That guy. Whew, talk about.
Oh yeah.
Talk about. Ooh.
But like, what I really like about the idea of Satan is that he was the one that like convinced Eve to eat the apple.
Right. Yeah. What they
and so it's cool because it's whenever you're trying not to be like sheep or whatever, you're trying to embrace knowledge, embrace information. And so literally to stay with God is to not seek out knowledge.
Right. And that was what kind of like, because, I guess I've never really thought about it that way, because looking back at it, it's like, you can eat from any tree, but not the tree of knowledge. It's like, so you don't want us to know anything. And then it goes back to the thing where it's like, well, like, where Martin Luther, like, nailed the 99 Thesis on the church. He was like, hey, what the hell are we doing? Like, you're basically telling all these people what to believe in because you're the only ones who can read Latin. Like, and that was, like, which coming from a religious point of view, but also he was pretty right about that, because it's like, all those people were telling what, like, the masses, basically. They were telling the masses basically what to do, because they're like, well, it says it up here in Latin, and John, I gotta make this up real quick, right here in the book where you can't read but I can, it says, you can't sell that sheep to that guy, man. Oh man, it must say that, it says that in the Bible, I guess I can't do it. Like they'd make up stuff like that because they were corrupt. But like that was the whole thing about like his thing was like, hey, guess what, like we're not all sheep, like, and so I think like it kind of like comes back to that, but then like it makes sense where it's kind of thinking about it, it's like, so you didn't want them to have knowledge of anything? Like that doesn't make sense. Like,
and so
like you wanted them just like chill in the garden like
forever.
Yeah, because then always people are like, man, Adam and Eve ruined it for everybody. I was like, but did they? Yeah,
exactly. Like they were the ones that like propelled further knowledge.
Right.
Cool. And so I like the idea of Satan being like an arbiter for knowledge, and in a way, like science. But I mean, then it gets kind of crazy with like, I mean, satanic rituals are odd, but then the actual Church of Satan itself is. It's an atheist group.
Do you watch Silicon Valley?
I don't.
Because there's one of the characters that he's a Satanist, and they go to a Satan like Satanist ritual. I guess it's like a church or something like that. And like there's a hilarious scene about it where like the guys, he's like now we're gonna thank Satan for the bountiful dinner of Chick-fil-A. He's like, I know it's made by those Christians, but man, can they make good chicken?
Yeah. By the way, Chick-fil-A still hates gay people.
Right? Yeah, that's true. That is true. I don't know why. Like, what's the point? Like, yeah, you guys have pretty good chicken, but like, why? What's wrong with gays? Like,
well, it's because of the Bible. That's actually why. But
yeah, but then that it's like, where does it actually say that in the Bible?
Leviticus and
there you go, the Old Testament.
Yeah, well, it's also in a book written by Paul.
Something about don't lay next to another man or something like that, or something.
No, the translation is fuzzy in that there wasn't a word for homosexual back then, and so it actually pertains to like effeminate male prostitutes, and so it was like culturally significant to the time.
Right. It was also
Paul was kind of saying like, effeminate male prostitutes can't go to heaven, and if you pay for getting an effeminate male prostitute, you might not either. I don't remember specifically that one, but I do remember the effeminate male prostitute part. So it's just kind
of. Also, the thing comes back to that. It's like you realize he was writing those letters to like actual like places, not you. Like, those were things that are happening in that time. So, like, what you're, like, oh, we can't do this. Because, like, no, like, he was telling those people in Corinth what to do. Like, it wasn't not to you. Like, that was, like, a message to them. Like, hey, guys, like, this is what, like, that's what I understand either. It's, like, also, that was 2,000 years ago. So, like, nothing's even close to being, like, the same as it was then.
I mean, there's still, like, values that you can get out of it, which is good. Like, oh, cool. Like, don't hurt people, give some food to the person who's starving. It's like, hey, these are genuinely nice things to do.
And, like, most of the parables are that. Like, most parables are pretty much, like, feel-good stories about, like... basically doing the right thing. Like how you don't be like, what is that one where it's like the rich people like in the church, they didn't give any money to that lady who needed something, and that one person, they just had one coin and they gave it to a person who needs something, and it was kind of like, all right, so you rich people, have all these money to spare, but this guy who had the only thing he had, he gave it up some like kind of, it's like, okay, well that's actually like just being a good person. Like that just comes back, it's like that's just not even like religious, that's just being a nice, good, general person.
Or the Bible's encouraging socialism.
Right? I don't know. Yeah, I don't know.
But then, I was thinking of Chick-fil-A still. Like, how, well, the reason they still, like, it blew up, I think, like, couple years ago.
That was like 5 or 6 years ago. Yeah, actually, I was in Georgia at this time when this happened. So, ooh, man, those Southerners down there. Yeah, I have some family from Georgia. They're kind of messed up in their beliefs of stuff. But
were they just kind of like, screw them queers?
Yeah. Basically, it's like because like what they were doing is like people were coming inside and like kissing. Like what? It was whatever. I think it was like I think this was like 2012 or 2013. I think it was like 2012 when this happened. And people were like coming to the restaurant like kissing because they're like we're not gonna serve gay people. Or, all right, we'll kiss in front of you. And I thought that was kind of funny. And they're like, that just makes me sick. That's disgusting. I'm like, what's so gross about it? Tell me what's gross about it. Mm-hmm. Because you're not into that, so it's gross.
Yeah.
That's rude. Yeah. That's rude to think that way. Just because you're not into that.
Yeah.
It comes back to the whole thing about being open-minded. Like, that drives me crazy about, like, both parties. Mm-hmm. Both Republicans and Democrats both say, like, we're open-minded to people. It's like, no, you're just open-minded to your side's beliefs as long as they mirror yours. But guess what? If it's not like, you're not open-minded because you don't want to hear what the other people say because you would work together if you were really open-minded. That's like, really?
Yeah, and so I'm pretty sure that Chick-fil-A still donates to...
I mean, they're Christian-owned, I know that. I mean, that's why they're closed on Sundays.
Right. But they still donate to, like, anti-gay organizations that, like...
Of course they do.
Right.
Of course they do.
And so, like, their charity donations that Chick-fil-A is giving out is going to, like, conversion therapy with, like...
Yeah, you got to pray away the gay.
Yeah.
I always love how ridiculous that sounds.
Yeah.
We're going to pray away the gay. You're like, how?
Right. Or
how does one pray away the gay?
Or if you're a really fucked up place, they do like electroshock therapy, which is just
sick.
Yeah. Satanic, if you will.
Sadistic.
Yeah, but yeah, I mean, but damn, it tastes so good.
Yeah, that's the other thing too. That's the other thing, bummer too. It's like hungover on a Saturday or hungover on a Sunday morning. I want a spicy chicken biscuit. No! Yeah. Or it's just something with Chick-fil-A sauce because Chick-fil-A sauce is so good. And it's like, you guys are closed on Sundays.
Just like hoard a whole bunch of them.
Yeah, I think you can make it yourself. I think, was it like honey mustard and like...
I would be surprised, yeah.
It's like honey mustard and some spices or something like that. It's not that complex.
Yeah, I think I have the recipe for cane sauce somewhere in my phone.
Cane sauce is pretty much the same thing. It's like Thousand Island or something. It's like some type. It's like Thousand Island or something like that. Like,
yeah. If you want a good alternative to Chick-fil-A, Cane's pretty good. It's not the same.
No, it's not the same. But see, like I always get in debate. Like people like. So like, do you think Cane's is the best chicken, like chicken strip wise? Because like. I do like Cane's chicken, but man, Chicken Express has really good chicken strips.
I've never been in Chicken Express.
See, and a lot of people don't say, they're like, "Oh, I've never had chicken." It's like, their chicken tenders are really good.
Oh yeah.
I've never had Popeyes, and I've never had Church's chicken.
Okay.
I've heard Popeyes is good, but I've never had Popeyes.
Popeyes is like incredibly. I love the range of this podcast. Popeyes and kind of Church's as well. Are are both like very, very greasy.
Okay. Chicken Express is kind of greasy too, but like not really. Like well, they serve it like what you get. Like you get like if you get like the #1 meal, it's like a 4-piece tender with 2 sides, and they put a thing of gravy in there with it. So you're like, yeah, this is probably not the best for you. Like, but I'm so good though.
Right.
Not the gravy. I'm not a gravy fan, so I'll just toss the gravy out. But still, like it's just like greasy fried chicken. It's just delicious. Yeah. Like
I still remember. Whenever I first came to the United States, I was born in Venezuela and came here the day I turned 6. So whenever I first came to the United States, I think we had Popeyes, and I kind of vaguely remember like having this perception of like, oh, like America is all like greasy food or whatever.
Right, yeah.
And I remember like even the biscuit like made the napkin see through.
That means the food's good. When that means you got good eating there. That's
so I mean, yeah, that was kind of like my first like, oh, this is greasy American food. Yeah.
That's greasy in the McDonald's for sure. Like,
yeah. Well, McDonald's doesn't even like. I don't know how you can, and I mean, yeah, I've had McDonald's in the past, maybe not in the past year, but even still, but I'm gonna call out my own hypocrisy whenever I see it. But you can't be a self-respecting person and still go to McDonald's, like.
Right, that's true. Yeah.
Like, given the everything, like just enough about, terrible mistreatment of, like, they're the terribly paid workers and mostly illegal, and then how their farms are,
supposedly now they're, like, going to,
sustainable?
New, like, real beef, like, not real beef, fresh, not frozen. Like, because, like, they used frozen patties, but now they said they're switching to all their American stores are going to be fresh beef because they're trying to, like, compete with, like, Wendy's and people like that that don't freeze it either.
Yeah, but I mean, like, still, like, mostly plastic, probably.
Oh, I mean, I mean, it's still not stuff that's not great for you. Like,
yeah.
But, I mean, live fast, die young, right? McDeath. Like, it is McDeath. Like my friend, like we'd either call it McDeath or McDill holes, because like it's nothing's good, nothing good's there. Like it, right. Like it's still like it's so good, but it's not good.
Yeah. Well, some evening that.
I mean, like McDonald's breakfast at like coming back from the studio, like 1 a.m. delicious though, especially because that's the only thing that's open too.
Right.
So it's like,
yeah,
sausage
exactly.
Biscuit, like this would be good.
Yeah, well, that's the other thing. It's like some night whenever it's like didn't have dinner or something, and it's like,
the only thing
man,
open. The only thing open, yeah.
A McGangbang sounds so good right now.
Oh, those are delicious too, man. Like, you had to do the spicy McGangbang though. See, I get the spicy McChicken, not the regular McChicken, because it's like so much better.
Yeah, well, I guess it's kind of what we get, be it like poor musicians and I mean, the other day got off work at 10. It was on Saturday. Got off work at 10, and like it was Saturday night at the mall. So it was, I guess we go to like Taco Bell.
Right. Yeah.
But honestly, this was actually the first time that I had food at Taco Bell, and I was like, no, this was not good. This has not hit the spot.
Taco Bell's only good when you're really drunk. That's the only time Taco Bell's.
See, well, I don't drink.
Okay, well then, yeah. See, like that's really when you're really drunk. Taco Bell.
Yeah,
is great.
It's interesting being on like the other side of the drinking, like, because just because I don't drink doesn't mean I don't like to hang out. I love being like having other people loosen up.
Oh, right, yeah.
But, like, or other people getting high, too, because as per this podcast, I'm capable of high conversations without being high.
Right.
And so I love hanging out with people, and because then I can I could unleash and start asking all the high questions.
Right, yeah, just kind of see where they go.
Right. But I get weird questions or weird looks whenever I'm like, oh yeah, I don't drink, and I don't drink coffee even.
Oh really? You don't drink coffee?
Yeah. Which is
man, I have to caffeine. Like, I don't drink caffeine to start my day off either. Whoo, not good.
No, I think I drink tea, but I don't really notice the caffeine.
Oh, right.
And it's probably because I just don't drink it in a regular fashion.
Yeah, that's true. That's definitely true. Yeah.
And so I'll notice like I did last night whenever I was still on adrenaline from freaking so much loud yelling or whatever.
Right. Yeah.
For a rehearsal, but other than that, substances don't really.
Some people are that way. So yeah. I mean.
But I don't know how to approach playing at bars either, because I haven't played very much yet. But I have played at bars, so it's kind of do I tell them to drink?
Oh yeah, you definitely encourage them to drink, because if they're very drinking, they're definitely going to come up and tip you more.
Yeah,
they're going to have a good time. So definitely, and I definitely always remind them to tip their bartenders too.
Yeah. No, I do have that in mind. I kind of asked about this in the band podcast, but what's some of the live performance stuff that, especially for me, about to start playing a lot more, what's some stuff that I should keep an eye out for?
For me, I guess it's a weird question coming from me, because I'm all the way in the back sitting behind the drums. Right. But always trying to keep the energy up, because if you're into it and you're having fun, the most likely the people watching you are going to be into it and having a good time. If you're showing your intent and enthused playing in it, and actually having having a good time and being in the song, losing yourself in the song, will let people be like, okay, well then if they're enjoying it that much, I'll actually listen, because they're having a good time. But we played this past Friday, we played I was telling you about it, Bison, which is at Norman, and we there was this dude that I think we were in our second song. We started our second or third song of the night, and where the stage is in that place, where the drums were, we had the stage was right next to where you walk into the door, and there was a railing up, and so where the drums were was right where you walked in. So you walked in and saw us on the stage to the right, and then the whole restaurant was just. You just kept walking, and there was a restaurant and bar, but we were right in the front, right when you walked in the front door. And so this guy walks in, and he's holding up a guitar over his head, and I was like, I hope this guy, and I'm playing, I'm hoping this guy doesn't think we're going to ask him up on stage, and, and so I was like, this is weird. And then he was dancing the whole time, and had it above his head. And so then we took our first break, and we went out there, and I was talking to some people who came to the show, and I was like, that guy was rocking around with a guitar, and they're like, I didn't have any strings on it. I was like, oh. I was like, well, I couldn't tell from the drums. I was like, I just thought he was just bringing it in hell yeah, I'm gonna play with you boys. Yeah. And then in our next set, he was he held up an Oklahoma, state of Oklahoma flag, and was waving around. Then the next song, he had a Texas state flag and was waving that around, and was dancing with his guitar still and stuff. We're like, man, this guy's having a good time. Really having a good time. But it's always just trying to gauge the crowd too, because you want to feel out what you want to do. When we played that punk show, there's a couple songs we dropped because we were like, ooh, this is not going to go over with the punk crowd. Some of these slow songs won't go over with the punk crowd. Yeah. And so it's always, you kind of want to gauge your audience and see how they're feeling and how they're reacting to you. Especially if it's a tough, we also played it, like I said, we mentioned that, how we played metal shows before,
right,
and we were like, this is weird, and you're playing for definitely a different crowd than what we're used to playing in front of, but if the songs are good enough, anybody can really acknowledge a good song.
Yeah.
That's what it really comes down to. I think that it's like if you're, it comes back to what I said at first. If you're confident and you're having fun and you're enjoying what you're doing, then most likely the crowd's going to enjoy it, and they're going to enjoy hearing it because it looks like you're having a good time.
Yeah. And I guess one of my concerns too is that like I've like a broad range of different things that, especially in like an hour set list, like I have a broad range of things that I'm going to cycle through.
Oh,
it's
right.
Like I'm not just going to play rock songs.
Right. Yeah.
And so stuff gets poppy sounding, and stuff gets jazzy sounding, and stuff gets hard rock sounding. And so like I have concerns about like how well certain things you can go over. Is like, oh, I'm gonna, here's a Tool song, and then right after that, here's a song from a video game. Like,
right, yeah.
Which I mean, I'm fine with it because I like all of the music. That's why I picked it.
Yeah.
But I mean, hopefully, people don't go like, oh, I came here for blank.
Like the scene from Step Brothers. Play Piano Man. He's like, sir, we're strictly 80s Joel band. He's like, no, Piano Man, play Piano Man. Like, don't do that. It's like someone, like if someone requests a song, like, I have a set list, man. I'm sticking to it. Fuck off. Like, that doesn't work. I think like that can work. Like, you obviously wouldn't say that, but like you could be like, oh, sorry, sir, we have our own stuff, but like. I guess if you're playing by yourself, I guess like for you, like definitely learn like the bar songs because people want to hear those bar tunes. Like there's gonna be like someone that yells. Obviously, someone's gonna yell Freebird, but that's kind of hard to pull off by yourself.
Right.
But, like,
well, I'm with a band right now at least.
But but just doing like pretty much like especially if you're just playing like you an acoustic guitar, like definitely learn like the bar tunes because people kind of want to hear those, especially if it's just. A guy in a guitar, they just want to hear like good old like country bar tunes and like soft rock stuff.
I don't know.
Especially playing around here.
Right. Yeah, it's hard because art. I take art I treat it very specially.
Yeah, and some people, and that's another thing that like, excuse me, that like people who aren't musicians don't understand, like, cause like especially like I think like that drives me crazy. It's like how is like Taylor Swift popular? Like how do like that's not even like good music. Like that's like to me, it's like I don't even know how a regular person is like I love this song. It's like you I guess like. Don't have any appreciation for music, but it's just like, well, I guess, obviously you're not a musician, so they don't even really understand what they're really listening to.
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, there's a lot of good music coming from Taylor Swift, actually. Like,
that's just my opinion.
Right.
Or like in general, it's just pop music in general. It's just kind of like, how is that popular?
Yeah.
Like, how can they be popular right now?
I mean, with Taylor Swift, I knew we were going to make our way back to Taylor Swift somehow. She has an excellent team.
Oh, no, yeah. She definitely knows what she's doing.
Well, I don't know. I don't know if she knows what she's doing, but I know her team knows what she's doing.
I mean, the only reason I would say she knows what she's doing because she surrounds herself
Sure.
with people, so she in general has like an idea of like how to be smart business wise and like because I mean hell she makes a lot of money. Like that whole thing about like her last album was like on UPS trucks. You're just like okay, that's crazy advertising. Like what the fuck, like how do you even do that?
But and then at this point like it doesn't even sound like whatever you think Tayller Swift sounds like.
She's not like, well, when she first came out, she was country.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
she's not even country at all. I bet she doesn't even play. Like, I wonder, does she still play guitar like at shows?
I don't think so.
Because she used to play guitar at shows. Like, does she?
Right.
Or she's just like do the pop thing now. Yeah, do like dance moves and sing in a. No, she does that now.
Yeah, pretty much.
Probably. She probably doesn't do her old stuff anymore either. Probably.
Right. I think I've talked about this before on the podcast, but like, there's something interesting about the like authenticity of different genres, and so like, whenever it might have been a class or something that we talked about it, but like, if Tim McGraw, like, you know, he sings these songs about being country and stuff, and then he like gets off stage and gets in his smart car and drives to his apartment, and like, if you like add those layers of things, then it's like, like, if you tell all of the audience that like, oh yeah, he got in his smart car and drove to his apartment and then watched Netflix and watched documentaries about GMOs or something, or like
watch Planet Earth 2 or something.
Yeah, exactly. Then it's like, oh yeah, I don't want anything to do with that. But if it's like, oh yeah, let's go see gorillas, and it's like there is no gorillas, it's Damon Albarn with the Clash, and that's what they're doing, and like, there is no authenticity in gorillas because it's all just
cartoon.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah.
I've never gotten to the gorillas really. I just seen like, I guess, are they live performances? Because they don't.
Yeah.
I guess they don't play.
It's mostly Damon Albarn, who's the lead singer of Blur, with like everyone else being like the Clash, and he like features a lot of different musicians and stuff. But yeah, I mean, like, there's a real value in authenticity whenever playing, I don't know, especially at like a bar or something.
Right. Yeah.
You should be the one playing the guitar or something, because if I were to come up there with a laptop or something and hit play, depending on, I don't know, what bar would that not go well at?
Playing a laptop in a bar?
Yeah.
I mean, it depends on what the playlist is. I mean, you can probably get away with it at any bar. It just depends on what the playlist has. Yeah, you just got to figure out what bar you're at.
Yeah. Like, well, that's good to know. Because, I mean, no, I don't know. I have this perception of, like, you know, Oklahoma and bars and crap, but, like, it's probably not that bad.
No, it's not bad. It's not like, and not every bar is a red dirt bar. Like, you'll know the country bars. Like, that's the thing. It's like, if like bars are like meant for booking live bands, they're like, yeah, we want live bands, and it's like, okay, well then, when we play there, it's like, whoo, you're getting a live band, pal. Like, we're coming for you. Yeah, we're gonna blow the doors out of this place. Like, we're like, it's live, loud music, so it's going to be loud. That's what, like, I don't understand. Like, people. It's like, it's too loud. You gotta turn it down. Like, you realize this is a live band, lady. Like, you can't just tap on a cymbal and it crashes. Like, it doesn't work that way. It's not a crash. Yeah. Like, it doesn't crash when you do that, man. Like, sorry, like, you gotta. It's gonna be a little loud. Like, sorry, sorry about you.
You shouldn't have paid the cover charge.
Right? Yeah. Did you know a live band was playing? Yeah, I knew a live band was playing. Well, then why'd you come? Why'd you come? Why are you complaining about the sound when you knew it was gonna be loud?
Something else I was thinking about, how genre plays into, like, so different artists will like change their name or something whenever they'll like go into a different genre or something. Oh,
like, didn't Garth Brooks do that with his metal project? Yeah. Right? Didn't he change whatever?
Yeah.
Maybe it wasn't Garth Brooks. Or it was Garth Brooks.
I have no idea. I'm pretty sure like one of those guys is like a full-on character anyways. Yeah. So
I can't. There's some country artists that went like to do like more
had like a stage
stuff.
name.
Yeah. I think Bowie did that stuff too. I mean, I guess
right. Yeah.
Say like Bowie, kind of like guys that like. I don't think. I mean, bands can do it, but like more of like it's more of like a type of like individual artist who can like not assimilate. That's not the right word, but like conform to the genre. I guess that's the same thing. Right? Assimilate, basically the same thing.
Yeah.
But like conform to like different like the eras of music, like what Bowie did, and I guess like you say Prince did the same thing too.
Yeah.
But you don't see a lot of bands that do that. Like most bands that like change like coming like band that comes to mind that like you see you could like completely change was Bring Me the Horizon. Like when they started they were full on metal and then like now they're not like now they're just like punk like it's like they don't even scream anymore. They don't even like distort their guitar. Like it's not even the same band, but it is the same band. Like and that's more of like I think like that's more of like a selling out thing than like changing with the times. But I think bands have harder times doing that than like individual artists can.
Yeah, and I mean that's kind of the reason as to why I didn't pick like a name or something.
Oh right, yeah.
Is that I wanted to be free.
Yeah.
In like. Oh, if I want to do like some compositions over here and some electronic music, and then here's my rock music, like it's all me. So I mean, do you make like your own music? Do you put out?
No,
music?
I don't put out my. I mean, I write my own stuff. Like I have like all these ideas on piano and stuff. I'm actually working on with a couple of like some singers here at ACM. We're working on like co-writing some stuff together. Because I'm like I have piano ideas, and like I have some lyric ideas too. I'm just like I personally think I'm bad with coming up with melodies. I don't like the melodies I come up with. So I like having like being able to like here's the whole song for you. Like play like the whole like 4 or 3 minute however long it is. Like here's like all the sections, everything like. And then here's the lyrics, or like how about you write lyrics to it and come up with a melody, like but here's like this like the song, like the actual like part of like the body of the song for you to go over. Like that's to me like I'm better with coming up with like the music versus like the lyrics.
Yeah,
I can write lyrics and I can do it, but I'm a lot quicker with pumping out. I can pump out like a music for a song in like 10 minutes.
Yeah. So is there ever going to be like a Alex Henry?
I don't know. Maybe. I mean, I don't know. Maybe. I mean, I would have to like. I mean, obviously, I could do the singing on it and like obviously the drums on it and stuff like that. But I would have to have other people. Like if I wanted guitars and stuff, I would have to have other feature like my like. I'd probably ask Griff to play like guitar on it.
Right.
And stuff like that to help me, because I think he and I are going to work on. Next semester, he and I are going to work on a metal project together.
Cool.
So that's going to be like a dual thing that he and I kind of want to put like write like 3 or 4 songs and do like a little like metal EP. But I think that'd be a cool project to do. But like as far as like individually, no, I would really like to like be with somebody like other than like Packing Pluto. Like I would want to write with like say like doing like all the piano stuff I've written. That's kind of like more. I guess like Billy Joel. I don't know. Like I wouldn't call it. I guess it's contemporary. I don't know, contemporary. I guess. I don't, like it's not really. It's not really in a genre. Like, but like I would want to like have like. I mean, it'd be a girl. Like the idea of like how like work with a girl and like being like kind of like not like John and June, but like like the type of thing like that where it's like. I'm like playing the piano, like doing like all the instruments and stuff, and she's singing and like doing the lyrics. I think that would be kind of cool. Like I've always thought it'd be kind of cool to like work with a girl, like work with like doesn't have to be a girl. I would like to work with a girl just because I think I think it'd be cool to have girl singing. I don't know. I kind of like.
Well,
that.
no, I get that sentiment too, because there are a lot of times when like I'll write something and I'll be like, this is much better on a female voice.
Yeah, and that's like the kind of idea is like I think like a lot of stuff I write for like pianos like would work better for a girl singing it anyway. So like that's what I was like thinking. Like I would love to work with.
Yeah.
A vocalist, like a female vocalist, because I think that would be just so much fun. Because I think it'd be really cool to create stuff, which I'm working with someone right now, so I think it'd be kind of I'm excited to see what she and I can do to what it sounds like, because like if we do stuff like if I do stuff like that, like I'll sing on it too. Like I don't like singing on the Packing Pluto stuff. Like I'll sing in the studio, like I'll record harmonies with Daniel in the studio because I can, but I don't like singing live because I grew up in church playing drums and singing and doing it, but I just don't like one, especially like the mic's in one place and you have to stay there and you can't like move around and get into it. So it's just it kind of for me it takes away from like my drum parts. Yeah. So I don't like to sing live. But like if I did this project, I definitely would be singing with whoever ends up being with I end up working with. But like that's another goal I kind of want to have too, that I've kind of come across like in the past 3 years or something. Like other than like this band, I kind of want to have like another like individual like solo thing that I'm doing that also is different from packing for Pluto. That has a different sound. So I think that's something that I kind of have been working on a lot recently.
Yeah. Well, I mean, since you have like such a like metal influence, do you think that like that's where you would lean, or do you just
for like individual like writings, like for like another project? Oh no, like if I'm doing like metal stuff, like I said, I'll probably like the project that Griffin I'll work on is a metal project, and I would definitely like be hands down I would join a metal band, play drums in a metal band for sure. But no, like this would be something completely different. Like it would just be kind of like my idea behind it is kind of like mellow, like kind of like not surf rock, but just kind of like hanging out, like listening to like just some good, like just chill, like not piano bar music, but just kind of like that has like a good groove and just like good vibe, like I guess like a good vibe music type stuff. Like it wouldn't be anything crazy like complex. It would just be kind of like hanging out, like songs about real life. Like and because I want to write songs about like. I think it's really cool to write about stuff that, like, you can do, like, the cliche shit, like, like love and stuff like that, which we do. Like, we have Back in Pluto songs. 2 of them are about love. 3 of them are about love. But, like, you can do that. But I like being able to write, like, I want to be able to write and working on myself as a lyricist because I really like I want to be able to write stuff that comes to my mind and like write about like real issues and stuff.
Right.
Because like one of my favorite songwriters of all time is Ronnie Van Zant, who's the lyricist and vocalist for Lynyrd Skynyrd, who was before he died in '77. But he was their original, like he started the band. He was their original vocalist. And what I really like his idea, like he didn't write any of his lyrics down when he wrote them. He said, if I can't remember in my head and singing them back when we played the song, they're useless. Like if I can't remember, and I'm like, wow, that's so true. Like if your lyrics, like he's like, if they're not good enough for me to remember, they're not good enough to put on a piece of paper. And like that's so true. Like if you like I've just that way of thinking, it's so cool because it's like, man, it's a like next level way of thinking about stuff and like way to approach it. But I like all the songs like that he wrote. Of course now like people associate them with like like Confederate flag and stuff like that, but like back then he wrote a song about gun control back in the 70s, and they were banned from the South. You wouldn't think that a guy from the South would write about gun control, and he'd write about like real life issues and stuff, and like not doing like like don't do heroin, like everything that was going on. It's like everyone thinks this is so cool, but it's not. Like it's just stuff about like real life and general stuff. So I mean, like that's what kind of like I want to get into, like more working on lyrics that kind of like can help like people relate to like everyday stuff. Like not just like write a love song, not just write it like.
Yeah, I actually find it hard to write love songs.
And I think it's really easy to write a love song because you can like relate to like the heartbreak. So you can just like go off like your heartbreak and like write like that's kind of like being I guess like I don't want to say pansy, but like being like a bitch about your feelings, like I'm so heartbroken, I'm gonna like like type of like thing but it really is easy to bitch and complain about that stuff in a song about she left me, this is sad, like all this, like it's easier to write a song about heartbreak and love than it is like that's what like I
haven't felt that way in 8 years.
Oh no, I haven't felt that. I haven't felt that way, man. I don't even know the last time I had a girlfriend. Like I don't even like I'm so like happy with being single that it's just like this is nice. Like it's nice living by myself and not having to worry about anybody else. But going back to that, but like I want to be able to write lyrics about just real life and topics that like people can relate to. It's just stuff about like be able to tell a story with a song, and that's like the hardest thing for me because I think that's so cool when you can tell a story with a song.
Yeah, that's actually a lot of what I've been trying to do lately. I fell upon doing it. And like at first it was just kind of like here's a song about something, but then it started being a story. And so I kind of like caught a trend of like writing like hypothetical stories. Like I just make up a story and this is the trend of the song, this is the feeling of the song. So like one of my favorite songs that I've written is called Late, and it's like came to me in a weird way. Like sometimes songs take like a long time to like just crank through it, but like this one's just like here's this, here's the next thing, here's the next thing, so nice and it's done.
Yeah, it's so nice when that happens.
But like it's like a story about trying to get to a funeral of a family member that you didn't get to know well enough. And like I've never had a family member pass away that I was close to or anything, or wanted to be close. Like, but like the story was there, and I'm like really proud of that song because it tells the story in a cool way. And so I've taken to writing hypothetical songs, which is a lot of fun. Because that way you're not relying on, your own life experiences. I'm weird. I went to school and then I graduated from high school and then I continued going to school and I'm still in school. So it's like, what kind of experiences do I have?
Right. Yeah. No, that's what I know. There's the Steve Miller Band song "Take the Money and Run." The story about it's literally it's like the songs, like the very first lines, like here's a story about Billy Joe and Bobby Sue. It's about like two people robbing a bank, but it's like a comical song. And it's just kind of like that's something that's like that would be fun to write too. It's just something like goofy kind. We kind of did that like on Pack and Food, like our song called Bum Bum Bum's kind of like goofy. Like this guy is the world's. Apocalypse is happening and he has no idea because he's too into the music. Kind of like goofy that way. But like I just kind of like the idea of like being able to tell. I think it'd be funny to have like a funny story to tell in a song because it's like and like and like it, not like it could be like a long joke, like where the punchline's like right at the end. I think that would be kind of a really cool like way to write a song. And they'd be like you're not expecting for something funny to happen at the end.
And it's really cool to do that too whenever you're telling a story with a song. I really appreciate it whenever songs have choruses that like whenever you change one word, it like progresses the story.
Oh, yeah.
Or like one or two words, it's just like, hey, the chorus is just slightly different. Still the
instead
chorus,
of like fear, like instead of fear, they said like found or something.
Yeah,
something
exactly.
Like that, where it's like, oh, they kind of changed like the idea behind the
I was on the second one, or at least I try to ask for the last thing is instead of what advice, what have you been watching, listening to, and or playing if you're playing video games that you like want to
so
tell
I'm big
people about?
are you I fell into this rabbit hole last summer. Like, have you seen like The Flash or the Arrow or any of those TV series? Yeah, I got into that because all those are on Netflix. Like like the Arrow, The Flash, and like Legend and
Gotham.
Gotham is different from the Arrowverse.
Oh, okay.
Gotham is a great show though. If you haven't seen that, I've been watching that since it started like in 2014, and that show's amazing because it's about how like it's way before Batman's. Like it starts with Bruce Wayne's parents getting murdered, and it's about Jim Gordon he's just a detective then about how he becomes captain and like the origins of Ed Nigma as the Riddler and the origins of Penguin and how like Jerome became the Joker. Like it's like how like it's an origin story. So it's a great series. It's already on the 4th season and Bruce is already like almost becoming Batman. So it's like it's taken that long for that stuff to happen. But like the Arrowverse is another, like the Arrow and the Flash and all those shows are great. But I really like, I guess what I've been really getting into lately. Like I have a PlayStation 4, but like I only play like a couple video games. Like I'm a huge FIFA fan. Okay. So I'm almost always playing FIFA, and I also like I got the new Call of Duty game. That was a fun one. That was a while ago. I'm really
World War II, right?
Yeah. I'm really waiting for Red Dead 2 to come out. Like I already pre-ordered that, and it's supposed to come out like I think in April.
It's coming this year, yeah.
Like I think he's like the guy told me at GameStop it's spring of 2018.
No, it's later.
He said spring of 2018. That's what he told me. So it may be like June.
I keep up with these dates. It's like I think.
Or he may have just told me that, so I would pre-order it.
Yeah, well, it might be summer or late summer, like August or something.
Right. Well, when he said spring, he may have said meant June too, because June's technically still in the spring. Sure. So he could, I don't know what day it was, but he was just like, "It's coming out in spring," and I was like, "Sure, I'll put $10 down for it, whatever." But oh no, I also got like I've been playing Wolfenstein recently too. That's a pretty crazy concept to a game.
Oh yeah.
It's a real weird story. You're just kind of like, wow, if the Nazis did win World War II, ooh, let's be like, ooh, it'd be fucked.
Yeah.
But yeah, those are those are some TV shows. If you have time, like I did, I binged them all over the summer because I had a part-time job, so like I didn't work on Tuesdays and Thursdays. Nice. So I literally just
watched
binge those, and they're like 42 minutes an episode. But like, I got into them because I'm not a comic book fan, but I like DC better than Marvel, so I've always liked Superman and the Flash and Batman, and so I was like, yeah, I'll watch these. Yeah, and they're really good shows. Yeah, and like the actors and everyone are all like good.
It's a shame that the movies are.
Oh, I know the movies are terrible.
So terrible.
Wonder Woman was good. I liked Wonder Woman, and I liked. I wouldn't say I liked it, but I hated the Man of Steel movie. That was really hard. Like it made me I was nauseated watching it because of all the green screen and like this how they made Zod and Superman fly was just like really, come on, man, like that's kind of ridiculous.
Yeah, I never watched.
You never saw it? Yeah. I watched then the second one, like Batman vs Superman. Yeah. That one was, it was okay. It was better than Man of Steel, but it wasn't that great. And yeah, none of those DC movies have been that good. Like I thought Suicide Squad was decent. I'm not a fan. Like, I'm easily entertained. So like, it didn't oh that movie was terrible. I'm like, I mean, it is what it like. I watched it and I thought it was decent. Like it.
Sure.
I won't watch it again. But I didn't think it was like, oh, that's awful. Like,
you're not watching these to like. I want a coherent story with no plot holes or whatever. It's like, no, this is super.
Well, and also and I know what I'm watching, so I'm not even gonna think about it that much. It's kind of like when you're watching Die Hard, like how ridiculous Die Hard is, but you don't think about how ridiculous Die Hard is when you're when you're watching Die Hard.
I still think that it would be great if they were to make another Die Hard movie.
Supposedly they are. I don't know.
It needs to be called Old Habits Die Hard.
The last one they made was
Live Free or Die Hard.
Live Free or Die Hard, yeah. Where the dude who, I'm a Mac, was the...
I never watched
You never saw
Live Free or Die Hard.
The guy who was like McClane's, I guess, sidekick. He was like a hacker. He was the dude from remember I'm a Mac.
Oh yeah.
I'm a PC. Yeah. He was the guy who was a Mac.
Yeah. Oh, that's funny.
I can't remember. He was also the guy who's in Accepted. The movie.
Yeah.
That movie's funny.
That's an excellent movie.
Where do we take the order for a dozen kegs? What did they say on the phone? Oh, you said a dozen eggs, Mom.
I don't know why, but I'd seen that movie so many times.
That's a good movie. That's like Jonah Hill's one of his first movies. Yeah. He's super young in that.
so good. And then listening to, what are you?
Listening to? I guess I said when you had the band on, I said I've really been getting into Jason Isbell lately. I never thought I'd be saying that, but I really do dig his stuff, and I've been listening to a lot of stuff I have to do for school band.
Sure.
I have to listen to those songs. I don't want to. I've been kind of lazy with my school band stuff, so that's my fault. I probably shouldn't be lazy. So I need to learn my stuff, so I've been kind of lazy with that recently. So listening to we're doing Champagne Supernova by Oasis. We're doing listening to that song. I'm listening to a Journey song. I'm not a Journey fan, so. It's hard to listen to some stuff that you don't like. You're
right.
I don't like playing this. I have to listen to it. I think that's the hardest thing. But choosing listening wise, I mean been listening to a lot of Pac and Budo stuff recently because I've been working on mixing and editing stuff. So I've been listening to a lot of our stuff, a lot of our new stuff recently. But pretty much, like, I almost listen to podcast or radio shows more than I do music. Like, I was telling you, like, that radio show I listen to, it's the Dan Le Batard show with Stu Gatz. Like, I always listen to that show every day. And then, like, I'll listen to, like, the Bodega Boys podcast or, like, other stuff that, like, and there's, like, wrestling podcasts because I'm a wrestling fan. So I'll, like, listen to, like, wrestling podcasts or, like, and, like, there's one that's, like, for soccer they do in the UK. It's called Men in Blazers. And I'll listen to that.
Have you seen... Wrestling Isn't Wrestling by it's a YouTube video by Max. Gosh, I can't remember.
No, I haven't seen it.
Look it up. It's hilarious. He gets like a bunch of like pretty like not huge actors, but it's like this person's in here. This person's in like it's really funny, but it's like it's telling the story of like one person in wrestling and telling it not like it's in wrestling, but telling it as like a soap opera basically, because it kind of is.
Right, that's all. I mean, that's all professional wrestling is a real soap opera where they just beat each other up basically.
But Wrestling Is Wrestling. It's pretty funny. Are you good? Are those all the things that you?
Yeah, I mean, I really can't think like what I mean. Other than like especially like working on like I'll be listening to metal stuff, so like I know like there's not a lot of new like metal records that have come out recently though that I've been listening to. I know there is like if I'm ever feeling down or something like that, I know I'll just stick on a vinyl of Skynyrd or Pink Floyd or Grateful Dead, something like that. Like old like that also is like classic rock's also just really calms me down. Like with like. Remember stressed out or something like that. It's like, just let sweet melodies of the guitar gods take me away.
Yeah. As for me, watching, I recently watched it's a documentary series on Netflix called Dirty Money.
I've seen that. It kind of looked interesting.
It is really good, very informative, but also like infuriating because it's just like it's telling you these stories of like, oh, here's a way that like this corporation is incredibly corrupt or incredibly blah blah blah, and like they always end in like because it's real, it's not supposed to be satisfying, but they always end and it's like, and this is still happening. They still haven't been prosecuted for it. They still like so every single episode it's just like they're still getting away with this. And you're just like, fuck.
Black Mirror, have you seen that?
Yeah.
See, I watched, was it the very first episode? The one where he has to fuck the pig?
Yep,
that one?
That's the first episode.
Yeah, and I didn't think, like, I was like, they're not going to show this. They're not going to, and I was like, wait. And, like, they show him going in the room. I was like, nah, I'm fast forwarding this. So I was like, nah, I'm good. I'm not. And then, like, I just fast forward to where he's, like, throwing up in the bathroom. I'm like, yeah, I can't believe they showed that. Like, good grief. But I haven't watched another episode, but I hear that's not like it's not episodic. Like each episode is different.
It's like Twilight Zone.
Yeah.
But like there's 2 happy episodes.
That's encouraging.
Yeah, but like it's so good. It's such a good show.
I like the episode. I was just like, man, that's
whew. Yeah.
Because I was thinking it was like what I've heard of. I thought like you could kind of like watch like 2 or 3 episodes, and I was like, "Ooh, I don't think I can take another one." Like, it's just so intense. I was like, I think they're just kind of like you only can like watch one of these intense. At a time. Like, they're pretty like.
But yeah, I haven't watched other than that. I have actually been watching RuPaul's Drag Race All Stars actually, because drag is awesome. I mean, some people like you're into wrestling, like drag is awesome. And then I've been playing Pyre, it's an indie game by Supergiant, and it's really, really good. It's just I can't find enough time to play video games. But the last game that they made is still my favorite game, Transistor, which is like what my phone case is. But
what's the system you have?
That
just your So you just get stuff like off Steam?
Yeah, just indie games that my computer can run.
There's a lot of good indie games.
Yeah.
Like...
There's a lot of indie games have really good music too. The developer of Pyre has really good soundtracks. And then what else? Listening to, I haven't been listening to much music either. I've been listening to Disaster Piece, who is a composer for indie video games, and still Clipping quite a bit. Clipping is a rap group. Okay. It's one rapper and two producers. They were here at Metro Music Fest last year. And after their first album, he doesn't rap in first person.
Interesting.
Yeah. So, and then their third album is a concept album that is an escaped slave on a spaceship in the future, and the AI falls in love with him.
Okay. All right.
It's great. It got nominated for a Hugo Award. Yeah. So there's that. But I've been listening to I've been catching up on Philosophize This, which is a philosophy podcast. Literally just from the beginning of philosophy all the way up to whatever he's getting to. And so the one I'm on is Hegel right now. So Hegel is dense, but I utilize the idea of the dialectic in like a hypothesis I'm working on.
Yeah, that's cool.
Or like thinking about, I guess. Anyways, this is enough rambling about this stuff. Where can you find you and your things?
I'm on Twitter at Who's Henry Alex, and then all the Packing for Pluto stuff. We have a website, packingforplutomusic.com, and then everything's just at Packing for Pluto for all of our social media handles. So that's
same music. It's fun. It's cool. It's groovy.
It's different.
Yeah.
We don't stick to the same genre. So
yeah, it's fun. And then I might be singing for you guys, maybe
for a little bit. When our singer leaves. So yeah.
So that should be fun. I need to continue to just like listen to the stuff on repeat is what I need to be doing. And then, so I'm Santiago Ramones.
I'm Alex Henry.
You can find all the stuff that I do on my website, santiagoramones.com. I make music, which you can download or pay for on Bandcamp. You can leave reviews on this podcast through the podcast app, or leave comments on the website or on YouTube. Let me know what you think. And I always end my podcast with my 3 things. They shape my life philosophy. Those 3 things are: love never fails, it's going to be okay, I might be wrong.